So, you're thinking about a new SUV. I get it, it's a huge decision. I mean, this is a vehicle that could be with you for the next 10 years. We've dug into piles of real-world data on 2025 models to figure out which ones are reliable partners for the road ahead and which ones are, well, just expensive headaches waiting to happen. Let's make sure you pick the right one.
The market is absolutely flooded with options, right? Every single ad promises you the perfect vehicle for your family. But what do the actual owners say after they've been driving it for a year or two? That's what we're here to find out.
You know, making the wrong choice here can mean years of frustration, not to mention all those surprise repair bills. We don't want that for you, so we're going to help you dodge the duds and find a car you'll still love years from now.
All right, let's start with the ones you might want to cross off your list. And just so we're clear, you can forget the shiny brochures and those glowing reviews from a quick test drive. We are looking at what real owners are saying after living with these cars day in and day out.
First on our maybe not list is the Volkswagen Tiguan. And look, it's a sharp-looking SUV. I'll give it that. Very clean, very modern. But according to a surprising number of owners, the actual driving experience just doesn't live up to that slick exterior.
So what's the deal here? Well, it's quite a mix. We've got a ton of reports about excessive oil consumption, which, get this, Vito apparently calls normal. Then there's the third row seat that's really only big enough for a backpack, not an actual person. On top of that, owners complain about a confusing touchscreen, sluggish acceleration, and pretty disappointing gas mileage. That's a lot to overlook in a new car.
And this quote really brings it home, doesn't it? Can you imagine having to constantly top up the oil in your brand new car? That's not peace of mind. That is a constant nagging worry you just don't need in your life.
Next up, a name we all know, the Ford Explorer. It's always been pitched as the classic American family hauler, right? But based on owner reports, it seems to be falling way short of that promise, especially when you look at the price tag.
And we're not talking about small stuff here. Owners are reporting serious mechanical issues and then having to wait forever for parts to come in, which is an absolute nightmare when it's your main family car. Inside, things aren't much better. The materials just feel cheap, the transmission can be really jerky, and the ride is just rough.
Wow, this quote really says it all. When you're paying that much for a car, you expect premium quality. Feeling embarrassed by your new vehicle's interior after just a few months? That is a massive red flag about its long-term value.
Okay, our final vehicle to steer clear of is the Hyundai Kona. It's stylish, it's compact, and yeah, that price tag looks really attractive. But according to the data from people who actually own one, it might be one of the riskiest bets you can make in the small SUV category.
The problems with the Kona are, well, they're serious. We're talking about major parts failing way too soon, constant breakdowns, and glitchy electronics. Now add a really shaky ride to that, and the fact that you might be waiting months for repair parts, that's a recipe for some serious regret.
You can't get much clearer than that, can you? This isn't just a simple complaint about a missing feature. This is a powerful statement of deep, profound buyer's remorse. It comes from that terrible combination of an unreliable car and poor service.
Okay, enough of the bad news. Let's totally shift gears and talk about the SUVs that are actually getting it right, the ones that owners consistently love and recommend.
So if you're looking for straightforward, dependable value, the Subaru Crosstrek is honestly one of the easiest recommendations out there. It's a vehicle that just does exactly what it's supposed to do, with zero drama.
So, what makes it such a smart choice? Well, for starters, all-wheel drive comes standard on every model. That's a huge plus for safety and capability, especially in this price range. It also gets great gas mileage, the interior is comfortable and super functional, and you get key safety features even on the lower trims. It's just a solid, practical package all around.
Next up is the vehicle that's basically become the gold standard for long-term dependability, the Toyota RAV4. Now, it may not be the flashiest SUV on the block, but its reputation is built on something way more important than that. And this number tells the whole story. A 95% owner satisfaction score is incredibly high. It means the vast majority of people who buy a RAV4 are still happy with their decision long after they've driven it off the lot. It's quiet, it's efficient, and it just works.
Now, if you need more space and you want a premium feel without that luxury price tag, the Kia Telluride is the undeniable champion. It has completely changed the game for what a three-row family SUV can be. And just look at this comparison right here. The big difference maker is that third row. In so many other SUVs, it's a super tight squeeze, really just for emergencies.
But in the Telluride, it's a space where full-grown adults can actually sit comfortably. That, plus a high-end interior and a powerful V6, makes it feel like you're driving something much, much more expensive.
And finally, for anyone out there who believes a practical SUV shouldn't be boring to drive, there's the Mazda CX-50. This is for the person who still wants to feel that connection to the road.
This quote just captures its appeal perfectly. The CX-50 combines responsive, engaging handling, especially if you get the turbo engine, with a high-quality, refined interior. It's proof that you really can have practicality and a fun driving experience all in the same package.
So, we've gone through the costly pitfalls and the proven winners. Let's bring it all together now with a simple checklist to help you match what you need with the right vehicle.
This chart pretty much makes it crystal clear. If your number one priority is practical value, just skip the unreliable Kona and go for the solid Subaru Crosstrek. If bulletproof reliability is what you need most, avoid that oil-hungry Tiguan and choose the Toyota RAV4. Need that premium space for the family? The Kia Telluride is way better choice than the overpriced Ford Explorer. And if you want a drive that's actually engaging, the Mazda CX-50 delivers where so many others fall flat.
In the end, the data from real owners points to some very clear winners and some very clear losers. Knowing the difference can save you from a decade of headaches. So, based on what truly matters most to you, which path are you going to take?